So now let's talk about the movie that I'm wearing the shirt of, the Justice League. Man, this movie was terrible. Even though I gave the movie a B, and I'm changing my grade, it's a B minus now. Justice League is a B minus, and this is what I think of the Justice League right now because of how mad I am. Yeah, I'm that mad. I'm pissed because Justice League sucked. It was so bad. It was basically hitting some of the same beats that the first Avengers movie did in order to bring the heroes together. And it was just really not a good movie. The two tones, you had Joss Whedon's tone and you had Zack Snyder's tone. It didn't really mesh very well. And I know a lot of fans wanted the consistent tone from Batman v Superman and Man of Steel right on through to the Justice League. But let me just say something right here. It wouldn't have mattered if Zack Snyder was directing it all the way through or if Joss Whedon was directing it all the way through. The movie would have been terrible either way. And maybe it would have been great for those fans that liked Zack Snyder's tone, but overall, it would have been a good movie. People behind the DCEU, the WB, they were able to see that. That's why both Zack Snyder and Joss Whedon are gone. Both of them are fired. So there's no hope of getting a Batgirl movie directed by Joss Whedon now. There's going to be someone else if they're even going to do a Batgirl movie. And all you people who want a Zack Snyder cut of Justice League, sorry to burst your bubble, but it ain't going to happen. No, it does exist and I want it to happen. No, it's not going to happen. And even if it did exist, WB is not going to give the authorization for it to be made, okay? They fired Zack Snyder. Obviously, they don't want to be associated with him anymore. Maybe Zack Snyder still has producer credit on Aquaman, but after that, I don't know. I'm still wondering what would have happened if George Miller directed Justice League because he wanted to direct a Justice League movie. What would he have done? I mean, he had a pretty good choice for Green Lantern John Stewart. He had Common, who I see now is a very good actor after seeing him in a few things. Heck, he can play a military guy very well. He played a drill sergeant in that Megan Levy movie, so he can play a Marine. If he can do that, then John Stewart's a Marine. That's another thing. We needed a Green Lantern in this movie, and there was no Green Lantern. Oh, there was a Green Lantern cameo. And you know what? I've been playing way too nice with the DCEU. Enough is enough. No more Mr. Nice Critic. If I end up hating the Aquaman movie, then I'm going to say it's a piece of shit. If I end up hating the Shazam movie that's coming out in the future, when I see it, I'm going to say it's a piece of shit. Okay? I'm not going to be holding back. I am done holding back. Because I am so pissed that Justice League was not good. I'm pissed that Man of Steel sucks, in my opinion. I am pissed that Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice sucks, in my opinion. And Suicide Squad is a piece of shit. The only movie that I liked from the DCEU is Wonder Woman. And even then, that movie is not even worth an A minus. It is a B plus for me because it is too similar to Captain America: The First Avenger, and all three villains are weak. You could have done better, at least with Ares, but they didn't. They didn't pick the right actor to play Ares, in my opinion. Even though the guy from Harry Potter, the guy is a good actor, they could have done better. He really didn't fit Ares, in my opinion. Whose bright idea was it to have Batman telling it almost everybody who he is? That was stupid. He's talking to Aquaman as Bruce Wayne, and any bystander walking by can figure out he's Batman. Really? That is dumb. That is so dumb. He's Batman. He's not supposed to be doing that. They should have done something with Diana for a secret identity between her and Wonder Woman, because in the Wonder Woman TV show, Linda Carter wears glasses between changing from Diana to Wonder Woman. A couple of times she didn't, but usually she does. And Gal Gadot doesn't wear any glasses between being Diana to being Wonder Woman. So how is she protecting her secret identity? Just a change of clothes? That's stupid. This movie was not good. The best part of the movie was Wonder Woman, but it wasn't a good movie. And there's really no chemistry between Henry Cavill and Amy Adams. There really isn't. Zack Snyder really wasn't able to get chemistry between them in Man of Steel. Really, now that I think about it, the best attempt at chemistry between Henry and Amy Adams in Batman v Superman was that scene in the bathtub. Really, that didn't really work off all that much. I mean, Wonder Woman and Batman had more chemistry in that film, but Justice League wasn't that good. And this is the problem: the DCU is not getting the characters correctly. Steppenwolf was nothing more than a bland version of Loki. I mean, he looked like Loki, and he really didn't really look that good when you really think about it. It is worse than any villain from the MCU that you consider to be bad. It is terrible. I've never seen a villain so bad and so generic. It was dumb. And Ray Fisher felt so wooden as Cyborg. He should have had more oomph, more energy as Cyborg. Cyborg in the original Teen Titans show has more energy. The Cyborg in Justice League Doom, the animated film, that Cyborg was done much better. And the booyah that Ray Fisher gives, it's just booyah. It's not booyah! That's what he should have said like that. I did think that Ezra Miller was pretty good as the Flash, and although I think a couple of the lines he had were, I did think that Ezra Miller was pretty good as the Flash, and although I think a couple of the lines he had were kind of annoying, like when he's in the Batcave and he's like, "Oh, it's the Batcave! It's the Batcave!" Yes, it's the Batcave. Jason Momoa as Aquaman, he wasn't used very well. Really, I was expecting more water power, and maybe we'll see more in the Aquaman movie when that eventually comes out. But honestly, he wasn't utilized very well in the movie. I know he throws his trident around his book, but they didn't really use him very well in the movie that much. We didn't see him communicating with the fish. Really, I guess they're holding that back until we get a Aquaman movie, and he says, "My man." So, honestly, really, Justice League was not that good of a movie when you compare it to the animated Justice League films that Bruce Timm made, which are so much better, and the Justice League animated series is Justice on Earth X. That was awesome. But this Justice League movie is crap. And the final thing I want to talk about with Justice League is one of the after credits scenes, the one that shows the sequel, what the sequel will be about, which is about the Justice League going up against the Legion of Doom. You have Lex Luthor meeting up with Deathstroke. Lex Luthor finds a way to get out of prison and meets up with Deathstroke, played by Joe Manganiello, I think his name was, the guy who played Flash Thompson in the Sam Raimi films and was in Magic Mike. Deathstroke shows up and meets up with Lex Luthor, and Lex Luthor says, "So the superheroes are making a league. I think we should make a league of our own. See, this is how I talk as Lex Luthor, because this sounds so imposing and so intimidating, right?" No, I am not excited to see a Legion of Doom led by Jesse Eisenberg. Oh, man. I hate Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. He is the worst Lex Luthor ever. So I'm not excited for a Legion of Doom led by him. I think if that's what they do end up going with when they start showing trailers for the sequel, I think I may even skip the sequel. So that's all I got to say for disappointing movies, from my opinion. I'm going to be doing dishonorable mentions eventually soon, and the worst and the best list of 2017 eventually. I also got to catch up on all the movie reviews that I did for the films that came out in January that are still sitting in my computer, but that haven't been edited. But that's all for now.